Hey guys, I think there were a couple of questions on how to set up an AI agent using n8n, so I thought I'd just start from scratch and just walk you through the steps so you have just one nice clean video that you can follow along. So I've already signed up for n8n free 14 days trial, so that's what I'm using as a basis. And right now I'm in the home and it's showing me the option to create a workflow. You'll see something like this or something else, but effectively we're creating a new workflow. So let's go ahead and do that. And you should end up with something like this, either that says add first step or build with AI. I'm gonna go ahead and add the first step. Now, like I mentioned, there's multiple parts of an AI agent. There's a trigger or the input. There's the AI agent itself. The agent needs to have a brain, needs to have a memory, needs to have some tools, hands and feet, and then finally some output. So let's go ahead and first build our chatbot. So in this case, we want to click add a first step. And because the first step is usually a trigger, we'll go ahead and choose chat message. We want to build a chatbot. There are some other options, but for today we'll use chat message. And I will just set this to make it publicly available so that when I do want to run it, I can share the link with you. So in this case, all I can do is just click on test and I can see there's a chat message. And just to see how it goes, I'll just click chat. It just sends the message, it works, but it doesn't do anything, right? So that's the first step. Let's now go ahead and add an AI agent. So let's click on the plus again. Our first option is AI, so I'll click on that. And then I'll click on AI agent. Now again, there are multiple options. We'll just use the simplest one, which is the AI agent. Now in this AI agent, you can see as soon as I click there, you go to the editor mode. And you can see here, this is why I love n8n. It clearly says what are the inputs, and you can see the whole history, and what is the output. In between, what is all the actions that are going to happen. So for example, I've got the connected chat node, that's the source of the message. And I can also add multiple options and connect things. In this case, let me go ahead and add an option for system message, and I can customize now what the personality of the chat agent needs to be. In this case, I can say, you are Steve Jobs, and I can add more details. I'll leave this enough for now. Now over here, there's 3 connected nodes, which we can see either we can jump from here or we can close this and see the same chat model, memory, and tool over here. Just to see what happens, let me just say hi again. And usually it'll give me an error saying a chat model must be connected, right? So it's like you have a body but no brain. So let's connect a brain. Click on the plus, and over here, I can choose the different chat models that are over here. Now, because we're part of the free trial, I can click on OpenAI chat model, and I would have received some OpenAI free credits. The first time you do this, you'll get a plus, get my free credits. In this case, I've already claimed it, so it says go ahead and connect. And just to conserve the amount of funds, I will change my model from 5 to 4 and 4 nano. So nano is the tiniest model. It's good enough for testing. It's good enough for many things. In this case, I would just want to save some funds, so I'll just use that. So I've got my chat model, and in fact, why don't I just try again? I will just click hi again. And you can see this time it worked, and it actually says, hi, how can I help you today, right? And I can also ask, who are you? And you can see it says, I'm Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. I helped revolutionize. How can I assist you today, right? So this is the most basic chat model that you can build. And it is an AI agent from the perspective of the fact that there's some input it is receiving, and it is giving you some output. And because it's a chat message, it directly transfers the data back. It does not need a separate output node, but you can connect this to something else. Also, right now, the way it is set up is I can say things like, hi, I'm Vishal. And you can see that every time it is, you can actually see what happens in the back end, that it is sending, you are Steve Jobs, hi, I'm Vishal. And you can ask, who am I? And you see here, it actually doesn't remember. I don't know, but I just said I am Vishal. So how does it not know? That's because you're missing memory, right? We think of human brains as intelligence and memory combined together, but in AI agents, they're separate things. So I'll click on the plus in memory, and I'll click on simple memory. There are other types of memory that are more technical if you want a larger database, etc. But we just keep a simple memory. and we can say that it'll remember things that are in the chat queue. And here it'll remember the last 5 messages. So I'll go ahead and just click X. And if you see my other chats, typically it'll be nice and organized like this. And something like that should do. And now I'll say, hi, I'm Vishal. Vishala. Okay, I got the spelling wrong. And now it says, hi, it's a pleasure to meet. Now I will say, who am I? And this time, if you see, it's actually sent to the previous chats as well. So it'll now say you are Vishal, right? So it remembers the last 5 messages, and you can see the count as well in this test. Okay, so we were now able to successfully create an AI chat agent, only chat at the moment, with an AI brain, the intelligence, and the memory. Now, let's say we want to publish this. So I can go ahead and click publish, and it'll ask me the version number, which I can just click publish on. And you can see that it says, yes, it's available. Now, where is this model right now? Let me just click outside here, double click on the chat, and you can see the link of the chat URL. If I copy this, and I open a new tab, and I paste it, I press enter, this is my chat. Now if I say, let's just give it a try. Who am I? Now, if you see here, this chat conversation is different from the one that I was testing with, right? Because it's a chat window, it actually knows the different context. But I can say, hi, I'm Mr. Kumar. And it keeps saying, you know, build something revolutionary. This is how Steve Jobs is supposed to speak, right? Who am I? And it says Mr. Kumar, so it knows me, right? So this is a simple chatbot, and this is just one variation of an AI agent. I've just closed the tab, and I'm closing this as well. And you can see I've published here. Some people might find an issue that it's not allowing you to publish. And that's usually because there is some node on the editor board which has an error. So if there's an error somewhere, it'll not allow you to publish. So you can just go ahead and delete things that you don't need. And then you can click publish, and it should work. So that's how you create a simple chat agent that you can use to experiment. And in future sessions, we'll look at how to connect different tools, such as Gmail, HubSpot, Salesforce, Google Sheets, and so much more, and even LinkedIn and Instagram, etc. Okay, thank you very much. Please do try this out and share your chat link with some interesting personality just to see how this works. Thank you and have a great day.